Low-key struggling.
Awesome. All right. Hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Fang Girl. We're currently here at Draper Startup House. I'm here with Sia, who is the head of partnerships, marketing, and communications here at Draper Startup House Singapore.
Thank you for having me here, Emily.
You know, you being all about community here, what are perhaps like 2 startups that you think are really interesting and like happening here and want to give a shout out to?
Wow, okay, this is hard.
Or like, okay. You want me to give 3?
Yeah, okay, fine. I think my number 1 would be Equatorial Space Systems.
Okay.
The one that's founded by Simon. I mean, like there are guys in the community that we've known for a long time, and so it's really cool because I think they've been working on this idea for so long, right? Last December, actually, they launched a rocket out of the fields of Malaysia.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was very interesting because like I think hearing from Simon's journey, for example, going through the whole Singaporean education system, and for him to think about something like that when he was actually serving NS, I think I thought that was really interesting and insightful, and I think space tech is really, really cool. So long story short, I think they are doing it's really like a moonshot.
Okay.
Yeah,
witty.
but I think to see their growth like over the number of years, because I actually first met Simon through another friend in the startup space, who's also doing space tech.
Okay.
And to actually know that this kind of things exist in Singapore, although on a very indie level, right? Because it's privatization and it's startups. Yeah, that's like authentic and very raw for me. So I really appreciate that. Yeah. I have to think really hard and careful about the second.
Okay. Well, while you think, actually to tack on, like space tech. So I just read that like Jeff Bezos is due to go to like space next month, which is crazy. I'm like, what happens if suddenly the CEO of Amazon just disappears?
Hey, I know. There's a key person insurance for this.
I know. Oh my god.
I know. Risk management on one hand.
Yeah, I'm just mind blown. If you're like such a high rolling like billionaire, you want to achieve more than just like money. You want to go to space. Like you want to do all these things.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to tack that on. Okay, so your second startup that you wanna.
Wow, this is hard. This is hard. Top of mind, I'd say Pangea.
Pangea.
Yeah, so Pangea is one of the startups that have been that we've known. We've kind of incubated and known them since Bali days. So like came through our space in Bali, and then after that, like right now he just launched a crypto coin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
and I this morning I just saw like this being like on the billboards of like New York, New York City.
Okay.
Yeah, I can show you.
Send me the link in the video. I can insert it in here.
Okay. Yeah, but it's really cool because it's called Pangea Movement, and basically in the past, like his concept was like, okay, basically he fundraised through Kickstarter and raised like 200k for his product, which is like bamboo towels. And the whole idea is like with each bamboo towel that you buy, there's ocean cleanup that's happening. So they have a strong community and movement that's also helping you clean up, like picking up trash at the seaside and stuff like that. So that's super cool because I mean like it's really something so simple as like coming out with a product like that, but to be able to lead like community movements, I'm really like in awe of that because how do you get someone to like self-select themselves into something and put in their time, put in their effort? And recently they launched their crypto coin, and I think they did really well in the like first 24 hours. Yeah, so with that, right now there's even more like hope for like ocean cleanups and them to scale. Apart from like all the alternative meats and like circular economy talk, like this is something that you can see, can feel, can touch, and know it exists. And it's not just about products, but it's also like very much on like community-driven initiatives.
That's incredible. I love the social impact angle of it as well.
Yeah,
right? He's like building something for the greater good of humanity, and I do like the whole like inclusivity of getting the community to engage and be part of it. Yeah.
I also want to put the limelight on like female founders. That we've been seeing coming through our space as well. Friend Health is the other one that we've recently like interacted with as well.
I've seen their ads on my Facebook.
Interesting. Talking about like personal like sexual health and being able to get your own test kits straight to your house. So we actually met C through introduction through Long. who went through like the EF program.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Small world.
Small world, small interesting startup world. Getting to meet C and actually hearing like, you know, what she did recently with Fun Health is, I think it's just been like 1 year, and she came from also like from US to set up in Singapore. So like that's been really interesting, and I think trying to remove the stigma behind getting tested and stuff like that is really empowering. Recently there's also a lot of media coverage.
I think femtech here in Singapore is still developing actually. So like I've been kind of watching the femtech space here in Singapore grow, and a lot of it is like just getting rid of taboo actually. And I really appreciate about that. Even in Singapore, right, yes, we are almost like a first, I mean like developed country, developed city, but in terms of like mindsets and social stigmas, like it's still there, and like sometimes we tend to be a bit more on the conservative and traditional side because like Asian roots, right? But yeah, at least like, you know, things are being disrupted over here where all those things like walls are broken down, and it's not taboo anymore to talk about things like that. So I'm really excited to see more, because I feel like that's one way of like progressing together as a society, right? By breaking down walls, not being afraid of being different. Oh, well said, well said. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to do this chat with me. I really enjoyed it. If you found this video helpful or informative, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stick along with the Fang Girl and our journey here.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'll be right on time and hitting the spot. You know you look so